little squeezy thing to hold my adventure camera here. Probably going to put that on the motorcycle. Nothing's really quite as boring as, hours and hours of, GoPro footage from a handlebar of a motorcycle, but a little bit of it for some B-roll, could be kind of fun. Hey, listen, it's Don Giannetti, Lighting Essentials, and what I'm going to talk about today are the first half of 10 simple ideas for creating a sustainable photography business, okay? So we're just going to talk about 5 of them today. 5. There's 10 altogether, but we're only doing 5 today. I think we've covered that. All right. So number one, get real good at criticizing your own work and making sure that your work lives up to the standards you've set for it. It's absolutely imperative. You can't let it slide. You can't let it be almost good enough. You can't let it be on the edge. It has to be excellent from your lighting and your composition all the way down to your post. And you have to be able to take that baggage out of your head, the baggage that says, well, it's really hard to get this shot, and under the circumstances, I got a good shot. If you use the words under the circumstances, it's not good enough. It's just not. So get really, really good at that. Competitions and contests are a great way to get seen out there. Even though they may not develop into an instant ROI or an instant job, they help build that momentum for you. So it's very important to think about contests and exhibitions and shows as best you can. If their entrance fees are too high, don't bother it. But it's really, really important. Be very careful you're not suckered into something, though, where you're actually giving away your photograph. That's not a good place to be. Peer reviews and industry insiders, really, really important. There are art directors who will look at your work. There are creative directors who will look at your work. Art buyers, buy them lunch, take them out to dinner, do whatever you need to do to get some of that work. I know the APA and the ASMP, they have little things, portfolio reviews. They've got one in California every March. They've got a couple in LA, a couple in Boston and New York, where the art directors come in. And if you have to fly somewhere. It's marketing. You've got to get that work out and seen and get some reviews from peers and insiders. It's terribly, terribly important. How's your website? I've seen some pretty crappy photo websites out there. I just saw one this morning that was in Flash. I swear to God. If your website's in Flash, get it the hell out of Flash. Now, if you're going to do your own website and you understand coding and you can build a decent website that looks good, that looks professional, that has good use of fonts and colors and design and all of those things, good for you. There are some very good photographers who are very good designers. Good for you. Most of us don't. And so I would say for those people, you've got, 2 options: hosted websites and WordPress. If you go the WordPress route, understand that you're going to have templates to deal with. You're going to have always have challenges with layouts, and this template may not work well with that plugin that you need, etc. You have those things. I like WordPress, but I've been doing it for 7 years, so I kind of understand WordPress. I'm still don't consider myself a WordPress guru, but I'm pretty good in WordPress. If that's not what you want to spend your time on, then go to Squarespace or go to PhotoShelter. It's real simple. Squarespace has really good websites for photographers. PhotoShelter has really good websites for photographers. No coding. You just put your images up, put your about page in, choose a few options, and you're up with a pro-looking website. They're not free. Nothing that's good is free. Except this video. It's the one exception. It just is. Number 5. One more thing about websites. Big pictures, easy to use galleries, and good SEO as best as you can on a non-text website. You got your about page, you got your contact me page, you may have a client page, but all of your SEO is really going to have to be done in the image, titles, names, descriptions. So don't scrimp. It's important. Number 5, have an excellent print portfolio. I know, I see it all the time. I'm like, well, print portfolios are dead. Oh, no. They're not as common as they were before. But there's something psychologically pretty awesome about having a portfolio. There's something that can be said for dropping off a portfolio as well. So I think you need to have one literally just for the fact that you have it, you can hold it, and you feel great about it. There'll be a time when it'll come in handy. It's not often, but when it's needed, that's when it's too late to put one together. So hit up Lost Luggage or Pina Zangaro. They're not expensive. Put 20 or 30 pictures in there. Best shots across your categories, or take a single category and create the book. And you'll find uses for it. Once you have it, you'll find places to show it off. That's for sure. So it's real important. By the way, don't put the same pictures that are on your website in your print portfolio. That would be really, really bad. To show up somewhere where someone has said, yeah, come and show me your portfolio. And you show up with a portfolio of 11 by 14, 11 by 17 images or whatever you've got in your book. You show up with that portfolio and they're all the same pictures that are on your website. Big fail. Big, giant, capital F fail. Don't do that. You've got different shots, maybe from the same shoot, but different takes. You do get more than one good shot from a shoot, don't you? Don't you? I hope so. I really do. If you're not, maybe we're a little premature here. By the way, you should have an iPad portfolio as well. I got a really great job sitting on an airliner next to a guy. We started talking. Turns out he was a marketing director for a firm in Tempe. And I had my iPad with my little portfolio on it. And by the time we got off the plane, I had 2 dates booked. Good jobs, too. So you never know when you might have that opportunity. I do have some of the shots that would be on my website or on my iPad portfolio, but I also have some shots on the iPad portfolio that are not on the website. I have some examples on the iPad that I don't put on my website, some samples or tear sheets or what have you. And I've got a lot more variety to look through on the iPad, mainly because I don't want to put all that stuff online. It's great if someone says, yeah, but have you ever shot yeah, here, let me show you. So iPad or Surface or whatever it is you're carrying around, phone, the new Galaxy 8, awesome, iPhone 7 Plus, that's a great device for looking at images. So whatever it is. So that's 1 through 5 of the 10 simple ideas for a sustainable photography business. You got to get on all of those ASAP. If you want a PDF of what I'm yakking about here, it's right down there. You can go down into the comments area there, and there's a link to a PDF of all 10 of these. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw today and hope you put it to good use. I will see you on Monday.